There we go.
You got the most bodies of the year. Let's go.
You corn rob me.
No.
There you go.
Back at it again, man. Live from the broadcast, you find me.
Yeah, I know you got more than me.
About to get busy, man.
That's all that matters, bro. You got more than me.
Got the button there. Playing against these Bucks, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Nah, this regular.
Send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
That's how I get busy.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
Keep your legs moving, man.
3-yard line.
The fucking legs moving, man.
Test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. In motion left, Robinson. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's complete. It's down to Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Jackson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught inside the 5.
That's Sersky.
Touchdown.
The fuck we do, short.
Demarcus Robinson, 44 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
That's what the fuck we do, short.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
That's what we do right here.
The Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. Brady now to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They will run for the first time here with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White from 6 yards away. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Come the fuck on, man. Shit.
Whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like
Look at that shit, Taz.
Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Almost housed that bitch.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He broke that line scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs a better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. It's a room to maneuver.
Well, fuck up that boy, man.
Down around the 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know, Shorty.
Scrimmage the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now the Bucs decide to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, Taz, the name of the game is patience.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go, Shorty. Let's fucking go, Shorty.
Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens are once again back in front. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Brady. Man open, here is Jones.
This man Brady released it so fucking quick.
Inside the 30. Brady now on first down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Touchdown!
This nigga shit is just so funny. I can't get busy with this nigga.
And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
I salute your dumb ass on this offensive tip right now.
And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I just got back on offense today.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now Dobbins again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. They made me possession. I went up with a fucking grab, man.
Are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a big
bro, that's what I'm saying. I pressed triangle. They made me look like I possessioned that bitch. Like I tried to toe tap that motherfucker. Give it to me. Thank you, dumbass.
But that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Dumbass.
Bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal.
There you go. I was ready to say I'm right there. I'm right fucking there.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Fuck off them.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop.
That
just
boy
under
dangerous with the
30
feet.
seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Would tip that bitch like
Picked
that.
off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are
Good
going to take
defense,
possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, here's White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Brady gives this to White. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Here's Brady to throw.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
Oh, my
Here,
God.
and get something different going here on second half.
He said, I'm trying to make a fucking fumble.
Inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Brady.
Bro, I'm right there. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Shot White with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Brady will look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh my fucking gosh, bro. These niggas is just letting them niggas however they want.
Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
They'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with White. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the
Get the fuck out of here.
Suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Bucs a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I'm right there, bro. What the
And
fuck?
they will eventually get him
That's
down, but he's
bogus as
inside
shit.
the 5 all the way to the 3. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh
and
my
God! Right around the 25, actually the 26 officially.
That shit was there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete.
GG's,
so
gangster, GG.
It comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
That game was fucking bullshit. I had so many interceptions, bro. Brady ain't like that, bro. Oh, bitch. I need to smoke. I'm gonna pause the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Just resumed it just now because I'm ready to play the franchise joint.
Where that freak ass nigga go at? With the dirty tongue.
You right there.
No, he ain't in here. Dirty tongue not in here. Hey, yo. We like that dumb ass shit.
It says, don't mind my right, dummy.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know nothing about
I was ready to say, I just got into the franchise, so this not, you feel me?
Hold on.
Me don't like that, bro. Good vibe.
Freak Master Flex.
What?
Alright, making sure you were still here.
R1X. Thank you, brother, with the vision. The defense. Hey. Oh, Christ. Hey, yo. No, the fuck he did not dismiss that. Bro, did you just miss my flashy, though? He said what? That selfishness. That's the selfishness I'm talking about. They can be extra selfish. They can be extra selfish on the game, man.
Yeah. I wish this nigga hurry up, man.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Smith. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And some room to roam now.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 66 yards for him on the ground. They'll run here with Akers. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Oh, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the red zone now, Smith. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, Seahawks. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Hey, go Fury.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Good
So that'll
fucking
be no
tackle,
better than an
boy.
incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my
Good fucking
snarkiness here,
tackle,
but isn't
boy.
the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to pass it to amongst each other. Make that nigga quit. What are you talking about?
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Smith. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Myers' kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here we go. Here we
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Playing my franchise
Charles, we'll
game.
see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 13. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, 37 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Smith. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. Now Gino on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Ooh, oh, did he go out of bounds? Oh my God, did not step out of bounds, bro.
He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that would have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Safe.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Now a play fake here on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And
they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Akers.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Akers again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Rams are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. It's an
fuck out of here, bro.
Rams touchdown.
The Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. It's Smith. He hits his target. Lockett. Down the right sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top for Kupp. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to work his way down to the 16.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing now, Smith. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Smith now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave
a wild-ass game,
and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw.
Here we go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
GG's, my boy.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers. And
That was a fucking game, boy. Stream back up.
About time, man. Oh, yeah, I gotta look for Instagram. All that. See if that's on there. She heard those damn everything is about Ricky Manson. I got it from you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Cool, so you want to come and play?
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Oh, man, I don't even send nobody tickets anyway.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, she's short, kid. Yeah. Got them cut all that back.
Yeah.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Y'all was sick.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. They start the drive with White.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe some.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15.
You hate that shit, don't you, boy? I know you hate that shit.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins running out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brady gives this to White. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alabama.
To throw is Brady. He's got his man. It's White. And he will finally take it out of bounds.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Play there on the final snap of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You lucky as shit for that.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's White. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL.
Almost missed that.
3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That boy JK a fucking problem.
For him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first
thought run with it before you even get it.
He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And no signal yet. I don't think
I
he
thought
got
he fumbled that bitch. I was going to say, what the
fuck? No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to run with Edwards.
Nigga, truck your big ass up in there. He gonna truck his big ass up in there.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
It seems today, and all you see is violence in movies.
The Bucs
and
offense
King whooping ass on screen.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down.
Thank you.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
He's going to truck his way forward,
one of
man.
their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit
I think he wanted Scotty.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady's going to sneak it. And they
Yo,
will
get
touch him
the
down, but not
fuck
before
out
he
of
gets
here,
the
bro.
first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this time, Brady will throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady now on first down. Looking deep for Julio. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Brady now to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
I'm trying to get you right past me.
And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third.
Like, that fumble be so phony, bro.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I don't know what you're talking about, Lee.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
72.
Again, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Fournette. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens
oh my God, how his big ass catching.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will swing. Back now in Tampa. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Scotty Miller, 28 yards.
That was the beautifulest touch pass I ever seen.
Two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll start with the option. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So that drive there, CD.
Yes, sir, Ski.
That might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin,
33 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
God damn,
losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll decide to keep this once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
That should be bogus as shit, bro.
At their own 2-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 30. 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take an easy.
They always do that bullshit.
Pop free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
You got iron this bitch.
They're going for it with Dobbins. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go
Better
for the
take your
win.
field goal, nigga.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw is Brady. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there.
You lucky bitch.
They had to go for it, but their final effort here is good.
Lucky bitch.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner.